Hello everyone, it's Lisa with lisafernland.com, and I'm here to talk to you about why, 7 reasons in particular, why so many book crowdfunding campaigns fail. And this also pertains to book launches in general. So if you're launching your book, listen up. It doesn't have to be a crowdfunding campaign. It just has to be engaging your audience, which is what all writers have to do with their readers. Anyway, so the #1 reason why so many campaigns fail is that readers are unfamiliar with crowdfunding platforms. So where do readers go to find books? They go to Amazon, maybe a bookstore, in-person bookstore, very rarely an independent bookstore, and then sometimes they just grab them in the airport little book kiosk before they get on a plane. That's usually where readers find books. Readers typically do not go to Kickstarter or IndieGoGo to spend money on a book that won't be delivered for the next 3 to 6 months. It's usually not what they do. So a lot of crowdfunding pre-launch work is just educating them on why they should do it and why it's such a good idea and how it works and all that kind of stuff. So the #1 reason is that readers just don't know about it, and the creator didn't do enough to educate their readers, their existing audience, as to why it's such a good idea to support me develop this book. Usually readers are not involved in the development process of books. They usually just consume books, and they take it for granted that the books will always be there. They don't realize that this is what's necessary to get your idea out there into the world. The #2 reason is that the creator didn't build an audience before launching. Now, Seth Godin was like, Kickstarter should be called Kick Ender because it should be the last thing that you do. You should do all the work beforehand, testing and validating your idea, finding people who are interested in your idea, developing the marketing messages. All that stuff should be done first. You build your audience, and then you launch your Kickstarter, which is basically just pointing your audience as to where they can get your book, plus all the extra stuff that makes it rewarding for them to participate in your campaign. And if you don't do that, you're just gonna launch to nobody, and that's a problem. You can't ever launch your book to nobody. You have to build your audience before, and so many indie authors don't do that, or the Kickstarter is their first test of the idea, and they think, oh, I'll just test the idea, and if no one likes it, then I won't make the book. And while that's good in theory, you really do need to build your audience before you launch. The #3 reason is launching to the wrong audience. I've seen this happen before where someone has built a really large following in one category of readers, and then they want to launch something else. And they think that their readers from the first thing will just automatically love what they do because they know me and they love me and they want to be involved in every project I do. Not true. They may love you and support you, but it doesn't mean they're going to take out their credit cards and spend money on what it is you're doing if they don't want it for themselves. So with my Knocked Up Abroad books, I've totally built an audience who loves multicultural parenting and language and all that kind of stuff. If I go write a scary stories compilation, only a few people from that first group are going to be interested in the second book I do. So I can't expect everyone to follow me along. I have to build a new audience, engage that new audience, and it might be a bigger audience in the end, really, thinking about it. But you have to do that work, and that's what takes a lot of time. Yes, Amel says, build your audience before you launch. Absolutely 100% necessary for everything before you launch. The 4th one is you just don't get enough volume. So when you're looking at conversion rates and everything when it comes to sales, you have to have a large amount of volume. You have to reach a lot of people, and that can be found in numerous ways. Guest hosting on podcasts, guest blogs, being featured in big third-party articles. Like if you get a Forbes article or something, that will give you a lot of volume. And so if you're not reaching that volume, you're just not going to go anywhere, and your campaign's not going to develop any momentum. The 5th reason is not incentivizing sharing of your campaign. Now, this is something that I didn't do. I didn't incentivize sharing other than just asking people to share, but a really great way to do it is to offer something in return for a social media share. So you can offer them an ebook or host a contest or a giveaway. Whoever shares the most gets this extra reward for free, or whatever it is that you can think of and brainstorm to incentivize sharing in terms of what your audience wants to do. So that's really cool. Rebel Girls right now has a Kickstarter going, and they incentivize sharing by offering a free download excerpt of one of their books. So you could get the Frida Kahlo chapter PDF if you shared on Facebook and emailed someone about their campaign. So that's really cool and an easy way to incentivize sharing. So if you're not doing this, you're probably not going to get very far or have that viral share that's what you're looking for, what we're all looking for. The sixth reason why so many crowdfunding campaigns fail is zero marketing budget, zero. I understand we're raising money, but you can't expect to raise $15,000, $20,000 without running some ads, without sending people copies of your book, which costs money, without doing things, paying for spots in other people's newsletters, paying for guest posts, those are sponsored posts on other people's blogs. All these things cost money. And remember when we talked about volume, you want to be seen by as many people as possible, and that entails kind of spending some of your own money up front in order to do that. So you have to invest in your campaign if you want people to invest in you. And the final reason is not participating in the crowdfunding community before launching. So a lot of people who launch, it's their first campaign, they've backed maybe 1 or 2 campaigns and that's it. But really you're missing out on a whole lot of people who are in the community itself and who really enjoy helping other people who are active in the community. So I will consistently back people's campaigns. I am not a super backer by any means, but I definitely try to back as many campaigns over time, ones I truly believe in, with books that I want myself. And as a result, I'm building a community of followers and people who are interested in my work so that when I launch my campaign, all of them get notified that, hey, so-and-so launched, go check out her work. Okay, so those are my 7 reasons. There are more, and we could talk more and more and more about this. If you have questions about crowdfunding, I'm doing an Ask Me Anything session tomorrow, so be sure to register for that, and you can receive the replay live. Be sure to send your questions. I am here to answer them. Let's do a little group coaching session and help you figure out how you can crowdfund your book. So click the link to register for the Ask Me Anything for tomorrow, on Wednesday. And if you don't register, you won't get any of it because I can't email you the replay because that's how it works. So anyway, let me know what's up. Let me know if you have any questions and see you later. Bye everyone.